What's up? What's up, my dudes? It's been a long time, and it's been over a month since I posted a video. The truth is, I made 2 videos, but I made them in my living room, and my wife looked through them before I posted them, and she asked me not to post them because I was showing certain things in there that she didn't want me to show, so I had to delete the videos. So this was one of them. This was an unboxing. There's actually a few more books here. These are some magazines. These are Polish Witcher magazines that I sent to Mr. Kendra that he put under his account over a year ago. I sent them these like in March of last year. Now we are in June, and I got them back, 3 weeks ago. Okay, I don't have the paperwork for how much I paid, and I must have got billed for this like a few months back, maybe as long as like 10 months back, or maybe a year back. I might have gotten billed for this in my credit card. But I'll show you what was in here. Then this is an unboxing that we're gonna do right after this, and I also have another unboxing of recent comics from The Witcher, Polish comics as well, that I have, and those I have over here. All right, but yeah, man. The funny part is that the new box, I sent those out 2 months ago, 3 months ago. This is what's happening, okay? We're under a bad economy. I'm going to start taking some books out, and I'll start showing you guys what's in here. We're under a bad economy right now. There's so many things happening with this economy that CGC is going to catch up. And they're going to catch up really quick. This is the 3rd book ever printed on The Witcher. And this is done by Prozinski Skia. 1993, and this is the kind of grades that you will expect for Witcher books. I thought that a lot of these books were cracked. Now they do have defects with magazines. Okay, you're gonna see stuff like this that looks like a crack. That's not really a crack. Over here you're gonna see it again. They look a little bit more pronounced on these books than they do on regular comic books. But the reason is because that's like the sleeve that CGC has. That's their patent. You know, it kind of looks like a crack. It does look like a crack. It's not. What you do get with these, though, is a lot of scuffing on magazines. The size of the plastic, and I think the way that they seal it also sometimes creates the scuffing, and the way that that they burn it. But yeah, this is what you will expect from books. Man, that might be correct now. From books from this era in Poland. Okay, this era meaning modern era. But nobody was really connecting these books. What was I talking about? The economy. Yes, the economy. Yeah, I cannot see too many people sending books out to CGC right now with as much as things are costing, and as much as the grading has increased on top of that. So that's going to create a leeway for CGC to catch up. You know, their bread and butter, it's always been my opinion that it's in the modern age. But because of the increases, and because of the fact that now we're paying, certain places in the United States are paying $7 for gasoline, man. That is tremendous. You know, that means that every type of goods goes up because of shipping, because of energy, you know, energy costs. So yeah, they're gonna catch up. I'm confident on that happening. All right, back to the books. 9.0. This was the second highest grade on CGC. The very first Witcher comic book based storyline ever printed. First appearance of Corin, first comic book based on the Witcher novels. Even though it's a magazine, it is a comic book. When you flip them, and I have shown that before, it is a comic book, and that is Geralt right there, the Witcher. These books, I had a 9.0 before and a 9.4, the highest graded, up to, we'll talk about that in a second. I did send the 9.0 to Comic Link. This is my second now, 9.0. There is a 9.0 in Comic Link right now. If you go to the Focus auction on Comic Link, you're going to find it on page 106, and it's got a whopping bid of $1 right now. All right, I took a chance sending this in, sending the 9.0 in. I was hoping that I would get something higher this time around. When I sent it, it was the second highest grade. It is now the third highest grade, and I'll show you guys why. Maybe today or maybe tomorrow. All right, but I'll show you guys why. All right, if you want to bid on it, I always get messages about, hey, is this comic for sale, or can you sell me this or whatever. Listen, guys, I don't sell comics here on my channel. I actually, I feel weird about it, to tell you the truth, you know. So instead, I sent them out to my comic shop, and in this case, I sent it to my to Comic Link. You know, I only sent the one book though. I only sent the one book. Keep this in mind, all right? I will be keeping the 9.4 and then the other one that came also. I might sell this other 9.0. This will be the highest grade that's going to be available for the public to buy, a 9.0. This is going to be the highest grade. Depending on how that auction goes, I will decide whether I send this also to Comic Link to get sold, or if I hold on to this for, I don't know. I really don't care for how long I hold on to it, to tell you the truth. Like I love, there's certain books that I love. This is one of them, and holding the 9.4 and the next book over the next highest for the collection, for the PC. Really, that's what I'm holding those. These I'm going to send out, and I'm going to give out to the public to offer to buy them if they want them. All right. Keep in mind, I sent these out. Man, I sent these out over a year ago, so a little weird that I'm doing the unboxing, a second unboxing on these. 4.5, yes, these are the types of grades you're going to get. 4.5, 5.5, 6s. These are what is out there. You go to eBay and you look for comics number 26 or Witcher Polish books. This is what you're going to see. You're going to see mid-grade, low-grade, because nobody was collecting this from 1993 too, man, in Poland. You know? How many Polish people do you know that collect comic books? I mean, I'm talking about from Poland, not from the United States now, okay? Don't get me wrong on that one. But I'm saying I can't picture them. I can't picture too many people in actual Poland, you know, having Amazing Fantasy 15s or, you know, Amazing Spider-Man 300s. I can't picture that. I might be wrong, but I can't picture that. This one's a little bit of a rare book. This is comics number 31. This one ends up being book number 4, I believe. Or 4. No, not 4. book number 5, I believe. Number 31, yes. I believe this is book number 5. In a 9.2, that is super, super high grade for these kind of books. You're not going to see this a lot. You're just not, man. 9.2. Look what I love about these, man. Look at the back covers. It's artwork. The artwork that they made here. Maybe I shouldn't show. You can't really tell what that is, can you? It's like a bikini. It's kind of like a bikini. But look at that artwork, man. It's freaking magnificent. That's the back cover. So yeah, and then that's that golden dragon that you saw on season 1. Witcher is going to be coming out with a video game, a new video game, and another TV series. Plus the TV series that they have has been renewed, I think for 2 more seasons or something like that. Witcher is known throughout the entire world now. I've been specking on The Witcher for a little bit now, but I don't think too many people know about these books. Definitely not too many collectors. That's the reason why I sent that 9.0 to Comic Link. I don't think that my comic shop or eBay is the place to go out and sell them. Another thing I don't like doing, guys, is I don't like really promoting my books here. I'm going to be very honest with you guys whenever I put books. By the way, this is the very first technical appearance, even though he appears in the back cover of number 26. But this is the very first appearance of Geralt. Alright, this is the first storyline of Geralt. This is where his storyline starts. On number 26, you see his parents. You know, and at the end they mention him, and you see this picture in the back cover. You know, but this is actually his first appearance, which is number 27, comics number 27. Yeah, I won't just put up a book here to promote it if I don't believe in it. If I don't believe in a book, as you guys know, I hate Amadeus Cho. I can't stand that little punk, all right? But I went out and I bought it. And I told you guys, I'm going to grade it and I'm going to sell it. And I hope it comes back at a high grade, because I'm not keeping that book. Now, books like these, yeah, I'm gonna keep the higher grade ones. This is the 3rd appearance again, 5.0. Okay. And this has, I think this is where Renly died, right? Let me see. First appearance of Dandelion. Yep, Death of Renly right there. There's a book in here that oh man, I was really big time looking forward to. There's another first Geralt 5.0. Okay. Right now, the collecting world doesn't really know these books, so they do go for very low prices, even though they're rare. They're really rare, especially in great grades. I mean, in any grade, really, they're rare. But yeah, people just aren't looking for them. And things, in my opinion, are going to change. All right, here's the issues that I had with what I got. Okay, this is one, and this is a huge book and a great grade. I believe this is the highest grade. On CGC, and I mean, I don't think I've seen these in CBCS at all. If you guys have a CBCS account, see if you can find this. All right, this is the first appearance of Yennefer. So this is number 30, comics number 30. Huge book, 9.0, even for a book from 1994. it's freaking huge for this. I've said it before, I will say it again. Getting high grades on these, I'm gonna guess that less than 100 of each of these books will be graded on CGC. Maybe number 26. I mean, does they have a shot to go over 100 graded? Does it? I don't think so. There's going to be less than 20 out there right now, probably, of each, or right around 20. And I just can't see it, man. I think most of these ended up in landfills in Poland, or maybe getting recycled in Poland. I don't think people were collecting them, and the people that do still have them, I just don't think that they're going to have them in great condition. I just don't see it. The back cover for this, they just decided to make it a version of the front. And change the artwork just a little bit, but it's pretty much what that is. The issue was this, that it came broken. See that inside? Little ribbit in there. But yeah, it broke from the inside somewhere. So I'm gonna send this back out to get recased. Okay, hold on a second. Let me find a way to put this back. Here, this is another one. I had 4 cases that came damaged. This is another case, and this is the book number 6. This is Witcher book number 6. This one also came cracked with a ribbit. See that right there? Inside the case. Look, this is probably why CGC won't, and it's a high grade, 8.5, love it. But this is probably why CGC won't do treasury books, because the treasury books are bigger than this. So they already have, you know, look at anybody that has magazine unboxings. You'll see that a lot of those cases come with scuff marks or broken. It's just the size of the case. It's not as sturdy, but it still protects the book, still holds the book, and that's what you want, right? You really want the book protected. One of the reasons that you should slab your books, in my opinion, is to protect the book. And this book is protected, even though it's got a ribbon inside it. It's protected. This is just going to be just for just peace of mind, really, and you know, maybe resale value, because people don't want to buy a book that has, you know, any type of damage. You know, serious collectors don't want to know anything about that. But yeah, CGC does make mistakes, and that could be in the way it was packaged, maybe the way it was handled, or maybe it was just shipping, you know. Might not even be them. I don't, you know, they always do the right thing too. This one has a crack right here. You see that crack? That's a true crack. Everything else, if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't send it back. But it is a high grade 7.0 for this particular type of book. Yeah, so this one's going to go back to them. And this other one, the highest grade I ever received on this one. This is the number 3, the 3rd book. And this one also has a crack. Where is that crack at? It was right... That's not it. Even though that looks like a crack, that's not the crack, by the way. That's the does this one have a crack? I know I put them away. Yeah, that's it. Might be that right there. Sometimes you got to be careful, because you might think that's a crack. I think that's the crack that I saw. But you see the plastic, like the holder, the little Kevlar that they use there, sometimes that looks like a crack, but it's not. Yeah, you know what? I might not send this one in. I'm not sure. A little bit on the fence on this one to see if this is a crack or not. I'm not in it to be like a comic book Karen here, okay? Let me see. Yeah, that might be a crack right there. I'll see. But anyway, at least 3 books I'm gonna send back to get reholders. And I don't have the numbers for this because it was done under Mr. Kendra's account. But great job. He got me another 9.0, which up to when I received it, it was the second highest graded at the time. Alright, I'll show you the next box. This one's a true unboxing. You know what? This is kind of taking too long. I think I'm going to do this one on a separate video for later in the week. I already know what's in here already. Nothing really spectacular, but stuff that I just wanted to sell like right away. So, yeah, most of these books are going to get sold. Some of the comics, they're going to go for sale, and most of them will be for sale at my comic shop. The only one that I might send to Comic Link is the other 9.0. I might send that one to Comic Link, depending on what this current 9.0 goes for. Alright, let's open this up. Okay guys, I made a mistake. So I thought I sent these out to Mr. Kendra about 3 or 4 months ago. I did not. It was of August of last year. So it's been, what, 10 months since I sent it to him. CGC. I guess they must have received them in mid-September or towards the end of September, because I paid Mr. Kendra 9/11. 9/11 of last year is when I paid Mr. Kendra. His fees were $366 because he ships them also to CGC. CGC fees were $486.50. There's a total of 17 books here. This is what's in there. Savage She-Hulk #1, but this is a I think it's a French edition or a Spanish edition or something. I know it's a foreign. I don't remember exactly what it was. Marvel Super Special #16 and 4 #26s, 2 #27s. Yeah, no, I got most of them are comics. It's the same ones that you just saw, except there's multiple ones in there. Oh, and I sent 3 #30, so there's going to be 3 Yennifers in here. The most I've ever sent, and one shipping. But as you could see, this is expensive, especially when you're specking, guys, and people don't know what these freaking books are. It's a total of $863 because that includes $10.50 shipping that I had to Mr. Kendra. That comes out to each book getting pressed and graded. Each book is $50.76 per book. So a lot of these books, I spent more on the grade press fee than I did on the actual book itself, especially for say the latter comics, like, you know, 31 and 32, right? The Savage She-Hulk, I didn't pay that much for that either, but I found it cool. Now check this out. This is the way that now hopefully they're packaging magazines now. They had to do something about the patent because there were too many magazines getting damaged, and that's revenue for them, right? So I'm expecting these magazines to be in pretty good condition, hopefully. See that? This is protection on all corners. So even if, I'm pretty sure on the bottom here, it probably has another one like that too, right? And then here's the books. All right, and these, look, these you could stand them up instead of before they would have these going along, like long ways, you know. You want to say horizontal, maybe not really horizontal because it's not face up. But all right, let's check these out. All right, these are going to be a surprise for you guys, as it is going to be for me for most of these books here, except for one. And what happened was, when CGC mailed these out, they sent me the email that it was being mailed out. I went to look at the grades, and my submission disappeared from my from like my list of submissions. So I can't even tell what the grades are. So they made a mistake. I didn't want to contact them about it anyway. They billed me, but what I did do was I checked the census on comics number 26, and to my surprise, oh man, it was a big surprise. And that's the only one that I looked at, though. There's one book in here that I know the grade, and it has to be my book, because who else is going to send these books? I'm the only one sending these books out, man. You know? So whether it's a loss or a gain for me, I'm the only one doing it. I might be the only one that knows about these freaking books, man. One of few, and maybe you guys that listen to these videos or whatever, and there's only a few of us. All right, here we go. Let's start opening this baby up. You know what? I'm going to take out the one that I know. I'm going to take that one out, and I'm going to try not to look at the other grades. All right. First book, She-Hulk. I got this specifically because I loved the cover. It's a magazine size, Savage She-Hulk #1. La Salvaje Mujer Maza from Spain. It's funny that it's from Spain. La Salvaje Mujer Maza. It almost sounds like it's Brazilian. That's Ediciones Vertice. Alright, from 1981. Either way, 8.5 is a pretty decent grade for a book like this. This had a lot of work. This needed a lot of work. So I'm super glad that he got this to an 8.5. But see that? It still almost needs that it could use a press. Maybe part of the press came off or whatever. Still, though, I'm happy with the grade. I will not be sending this to get repressed. And this is the back cover for it. Yeah, I will not be holding on to the majority of these books. Most of them will be getting sold, including this one. You know, even though I liked the cover, it wasn't something that I wanted personally. It's just that I thought that, you know, there's She-Hulk fans out there for a fact. And I just like the cover. Not something that I see. Not something that you really see. I had never seen this cover before. And I decided to get it. And just to flip it. And yeah, $50. We're gonna call it like $51 a book, right? Because it's $50.76. So $51 a book to get this graded. I forgot how much I paid for the book itself. This will be put out in my comic shop. All right, next one. All right, this one. All right, this one's gonna go up for sale. You know what? I'm gonna be sending my comic shop quite a few magazine books. This I was hoping for this one to be a little bit higher grade, but anything in the 9s on a book like this from 1980, on a magazine from 1980. Not too shabby, guys. Not too shabby. Yes, we are under a bad economy. However, that doesn't mean that you sell your books at a cheaper price. Like, you know, if it doesn't sell, it doesn't sell. I get it back, you know. But keep this in mind, all right? Always remember this about any market. Markets are driven by fear and speculation. And any market, including the comic book market, is not subject to a different type of rule. Right now, there's a ton of fear because of different things that are happening in the United States, because people are spending more money for their goods. But that's not going to be like that forever, okay? People are still investing money in their 401ks, especially in their 401ks, you know, but there's people still investing money or putting money away in their bank. The money doesn't go away. Just because your 401k has dropped 20%, and most of them have dropped 20%, that is called a correction. That's not even a crash. You'll know what a crash is, all right? We have been corrected, but that money didn't disappear. That money, somebody sold the stocks and is holding that money, and they're holding it for a time where they can reinvest it. And when that happens, now these are people that are much, you know, people that control the market, really, you know, that have a say in what happens. They know when this is going to end, or maybe they think they do, but eventually everything will end, and I'm not going to say it's going to go back to business as usual, but yes, people will always, speculation will never die, and collectivity will never die. People will always collect. People will try to diversify their positions, and some people are diversifying with comic books as well. As you look what happened to Bitcoin. Bitcoin's at 22,000 from a high of what, high 60s? Was it in the high 60s or 70,000? Close to 70,000. I know that. It's at 22,000 right now. All right. Nothing is subject to a correction or a crash, but eventually I think we'll start getting back to normal. When? Listen, I'm not smart enough to tell you that. What I do know is that sometimes the time to buy is when everything is down, right? Maybe not even sometimes, all the time. The best time to buy. The thing about it is to predict the bottom. When do you predict the bottom? When is the bottom? That's the thing that you can't predict. But I always buy stocks, and I'm buying now, okay? I am buying now. 5.5. 5.5. Yes, baby. I'm going to check these for, I don't think these are going to have any damage. You're still going to have scuffing like that. You see that? That's in the inner well. I think that's because of the way that they burn it. You know, at some point, I think, not 100%, but I think they burn these so that it can stay. I think they burn it, and I think that's what you see. So I don't see that as damage. I just don't see that as damage. It's not like a clip-on like PGX does. You know, these things, when you break them, you actually see an actual break on the plastic like you do. That is not a break, by the way, guys. You see that? That actually looks like a crack. It's not. That's part of that plastic that protects the books, that little Kevlar that protects the books. You see that? But that's not a break. That's not a crack. All right, that's part of their patent. You know, just like as this is 5.5. Some of those will be up for sale, and I'm putting those up for sale. I could wait and hold on to them. All right, I just want to see. I'll try a few and see what they do. You know, and this is gonna be a freaking long ass video, but you know what, guys? Anybody that listens to me, you could always shut it off. But I know some of you guys watch all the way up to the end. You know, 4.0. Yeah. Nice. 4.0. I should start putting them somewhere else. Go to this one. 6.0, man. Alright, 6.0. Again, these are the kind of grades you're going to expect. These are the kind of grades that you should expect for books like this. We get into number 27's 9.0. That might be my highest grade right there. I gotta check, but I think for a fact that this is my highest grade. I think before this one, I think it was an 8.0. Man, that is fantastic. Fantastic. This will stay in the PC. All right. Highest grade will be staying in the PC. Nice. I like showing the book so that you guys can see what a 9.0 really looks like. This is a modern 9.0, okay? But yeah, it's all the bit of a 9.0. A lot of people criticizing CGC nowadays because of how strict they've become with their grading. I think in a way it's kind of good, you know. But all you want as a collector is you want consistency is what you want. All right, next one. Consistency and you also want a good product. And CGC, in my opinion, CGC does both, you know, and I think they're the best at what they do, without a shadow of a doubt. Not kissing ass or anything like that, because they don't know who the hell I am. You guys don't know who the hell I am. At least most of you don't. Some of you do, if you won something from me. All right. All right. 5.0. Any other higher grades? Oh, okay. These 5.0. This is the third. Okay, we're gonna put that one aside. That's the third one of 5.0. I show those also. All right, getting a little light here. 9.0, number 3. This is also my highest in this, in a 9.0. Nice, nice. All right. I think now I'm in the 9s. Let me see what this one is. Okay. Yeah, first Yennefer in a 6.0. First Yennefer in a 7.0. Yeah. Hey, you would think that I wouldn't be happy about a 7.0, right? Wrong, man. Wrong. All right, let's shoot for a higher grade. I don't remember. It's been since August since I sent them out. 9.0, yeah. Yeah, baby. 9.0. Oh. Oof. Let me see. Oof. That right there, okay. Oh, look at that right there. Anything else on this baby though? Very nice, right? Very nice. Yeah, it's all the bit of a 9.0. It's the last Yennefer. Okay, 9.0 on this. I think, did I have a 9.2 on this before? Now it's a 9.0. Yeah. Man, come on. More. Okay, number 31, 4.5. You know what? Some of these I think I put in the Keeper project. I'm gonna check those out. I'm gonna check those out in a sec here. Some of these I definitely put in the Keeper project. Oofa. Be careful with these bags. Again, only 3 left. Number 32 in an 8.0, another high grade. I think I had this one in a 9.2 in the last unboxing, right? 6.5 on this one. All right, and then oh boy, all right. This is crazy. This is crazy. I never thought I could get this grade on this. Never thought I could get a grade like this. All right, here you go. It's not a 9.8, but it is the highest graded book. I had the highest graded on a 9.4. I now have the best grade and the second highest grade. Top 2 grades. Actually, I have the top 3, 4 grades. I own most of these books, man. Comics. If you buy a book that's comics related, Witcher related, a comic book, more than likely you're probably going to be buying it from me, even though it's going to be from my comic shop. There are a few people that do have them, but not in the grades that I have them. I own these grades, and I'm telling you right now, guys, I'm telling you, the 9.0s is as high as you're going to get if you're going to buy this book, because you will not see the 9.6 or the 9.4 unless I'm no longer on this planet. You know what? I would still be on the planet, right? Well, maybe I might be disintegrated. But, yeah, these are keepers for me. And these are keepers. These are going to go to my kids, you know. And look how beautiful this freaking book is, man. You think you're going to get a 9.8 on this? I don't think so. I don't think so. Can't even see much. Maybe a little smudge there or something. That's not a rip. Black cover too. Vibrant colors. Look at that. Look at that. Magnificent freaking cover. One of my favorite books of all time. Oh, yes. Yes, I have not forgotten my dear friend, Mark Spector. I have not forgotten about that, man. As a matter of fact, I was going to do a top 10. He want, you know, I got Mark Spector did his top 10 because he got tagged by someone to do a top 10. So he tagged me, and he tagged I think, was it Biggie? I think it was Biggie. And I think he tagged the Litterbug or something like that. Jerry, that's right. It was Jerry Litterbug. That's right, Jerry. Matter of fact, you know what? I watched Jerry's channel. Jerry he's an older collector. He's got a ton of stuff, man. Just great stuff. He does his own pressings, own restoration and stuff like that. Great channel. Almost reminds me of ETA Nick. But anyway, back to these books. I am not selling those books. The 9.4 and the 9.6 are staying in the collection. The 9.0s, those will be probably for sale. One, of course, is on Comic Link right now. The other one, if the 9.0 on Comic Link goes for a cheap price, I'm not selling the other 9.0, and that'll stay in the collection as well. But I will sell, as Buy It Now is on my comic shop, the other grades. You know, I will be selling the other grades. Maybe not all, definitely not all at once, but I will be selling them. Listen, guys, hopefully I'll be putting up more books, you know. I got a ton of unboxings because I got a ton of books that are going to be coming over. I just don't know if, you know, they're bigger enough books for me to do the unboxings and stuff like that. It's almost, But I guess I'll do them. If some of you guys like them, I'll do them. And yeah, there's an unboxing that I did that I had to delete, and I have 2 books in there that are going to be going on giveaways. As a matter of fact, you know what? I might do that tonight. Even though I deleted that video, I might show those books out because yeah, 2 of you guys are going to be getting those books. One of them is The Good Doctor, but I'm still waiting on another book for you, Dr. Doom. Alright, later, my dudes. This has been a long video. I'm back, but I'm putting you to sleep. An hour-long video.